Hi, boys and girls. I thought I would read to you two nonfiction books about sharks since that's what we've been learning about. I'm also going to review, as I'm reading, nonfiction text features. So here on this book, the first one I'm going to read is Sharks by Justin McGorry Martin. And I can see a nice up-close photograph of that shark. So that's telling me probably that I'm going to be reading a book that is nonfiction. Also, when I open up the book and I see the table of contents, that's another indication that I'm going to be reading a nonfiction book. And I can see here that there are 4 chapters. And also in this book, what I like, they give you a photograph. And also at the bottom here, it says that it's going to be, I'm having a glossary at the end, which is another text feature. Chapter 1, Meet the Shark. Look, what is in the water? Can you guess? It's a shark. Sharks live in the oceans all over the world. Turn the page to learn more about these fascinating fish. Fast fact. Sharks have been on Earth for more than 400 million years. And the label, which is a word under a photograph here on this page, says great white shark. Sharks are super swimmers. They move through the water by swinging their strong tails. Sharks steer with their pectoral fins. Sharks use their other fins to help them stay balanced. And then this is another text feature that we've learned about, and it is a diagram. And when you have a diagram, of course, you have a photograph usually with lines and labels telling you about the body parts. And that's exactly what we see here on this shark diagram. So it says shark parts, and it's showing you the dorsal fin. This says first dorsal fin, and that's the one that's above the water. Second dorsal fin, their tail, they have some tiny fins down here. They have the pectoral fins on the side. They're showing you here the gills and the snout, nostril, mouth. And then it says fast fact, sharks open their mouths to let water pass over their gills and out their gill slits. This gives them oxygen to breathe. And so I see a dark word here, and we all know, or we should know, that bold-faced words are also really important in nonfiction books, and they are another nonfiction text feature. Chapter 2, Shark Skills. Sharks look fierce. Their mouths are open with lots of sharp teeth. Fast fact, some sharks have 3,000 teeth. Great white shark is the label that's there. When a shark loses a tooth, a new tooth replaces it quickly. A shark may have a new tooth by the very next day. Fast fact, shark teeth wash up on beaches every day. Some people collect them. And these are specific shark teeth, and they have labels. Mako shark, tiger shark, hammerhead shark. Sharks are agile swimmers. That is because their skeletons are made up of flexible cartilage instead of bone. Cartilage helps shark bend and turn in the water. Fast fact, touch the tip of your nose, it's made of cartilage too. So this material in what your nose is made up of is also what's a shark's made up of, and that's how they can move and bend and twist. And the label here says a white tip shark. How fast can sharks swim? Some kinds can move at top speeds of 50 miles an hour. That's faster than a squid. That is even faster than a dolphin. And this says gray reef shark, and sometimes they give you diagrams or ways to compare information or graphs in nonfiction. And so we see here the graph is showing the speeds of different things: shark, dolphin, and squid. A shark's skin is covered with tiny, hard scales. If you petted a shark from head to tail, the skin would feel smooth, but going the other way, the skin would feel rough. Fast fact, a shark's skin is made up of hard stuff like your teeth. Most sharks are incredible hunters. They eat many different sea creatures. A shark that catches a big animal may not need another meal for 2 months. Oh my goodness. And the caption here says, and remember that's a sentence under a photograph, and that's another nonfiction text feature. A great white shark feeds on some fish. Shark menu: fish, crabs, lobsters, squid, seals, sea lions, small whales, and seabirds. I have to say, the sharks and me have similar tastes in seafood. Chapter 3, Shark Senses. Sharks have many powerful senses, but their strongest sense is smell. A shark can smell prey 1 mile away. Fast fact: sharks use their nostrils to smell, and the label says lemon shark. Sharks have great eyesight. They have something like a mirror in the back of their eyes. It makes everything look brighter in the dim underwater light. And so this is showing you a shark's eye up close and a cat's eye. And it says compare. Shark's eyes are similar to cat's eyes. Sharks have special senses to help them find food. They are able to sense small vibrations in the water. A shark can tell a fish that is flopping far away and swim towards it. Gulp, it's lunchtime. Fast fact: sharks have a row of little tubes under their skin for sensing vibrations. And then the label here says gray nurse shark. And then I also see a bold-faced word right here, and it is vibrations. Sharks can sense electricity too. Ocean animals make small amounts of electricity when they move. To locate them, sharks just follow the trail of electricity. Chomp, it's dinner time. And this says gray reef shark. And then the fast fact: sharks usually hunt for food by themselves. Chapter 4, so many sharks. There are more than 400 kinds of sharks in the world. Some sharks are small. This one is the length of a pencil, and it's called the pygmy shark. So this one is only the size of a pencil. Some sharks are big. This one is the length of a school bus. It eats teeny ocean creatures called plankton. Plankton look like this up close. So can you imagine, the biggest shark is called the whale shark, and he only eats plants called plankton. He doesn't even eat other sea creatures. And he's as big as a whole school bus. Some sharks are named after other animals. The tiger shark is a fierce predator, like a tiger. The leopard shark has spots, like a leopard. Some sharks are named after tools. Take a look at these two. One looks like a hammer, the other looks like a saw. And you can see the labels under each one. Tiger shark, leopard shark, hammerhead shark, long nose saw shark. And they look he does look like a saw. There is even one kind of shark that can poke its head out of the water and look around. Hello, shark. Goodbye, shark. And it is the great white shark. Fast fact: sharks rarely attack people. Each year, only about 20 people in the whole world are hurt by sharks. And then here is an awesome glossary with all of those bold-faced words and what they mean. So remember, that is also another text feature so you could always look to see, okay, I didn't really know what the pectoral fin was, so you could go to the back of the book and find it. And it says that it's the pair of fins found on the sides near the front of the fish. So there are all those bold-faced words. Sometimes there's an index. In this book, there isn't one. But in the next book I think I'm going to read, I think there is one. It's a shorter book, but I'm pretty sure there's an index in the back. So this one is just called Sharks. It has some really great up-close photos. That's why I was going to read this one to you. By Gail Linden. And now this one doesn't have a table of contents, so they don't all have the same. One thing that I will mention now, is that sometimes nonfiction books have another text feature called headings, and that's like a title of a page. So this heading says sharks. What are sharks? Sharks are fish. And we'll look at this guy. Some sharks grow bigger than a car. Other sharks are the size of an adult's hand. And if you look closely, this is a whale shark, the biggest shark. You can see how small the scuba diver is, which is an adult, compared to that giant shark. Who would like to swim with a whale shark? Some sharks gather in groups called schools, and these are the hammerhead sharks. They like to swim together. So you can see the top of him looks like a hammer. Sharks have sharp teeth. Sharks catch fish and other animals for food. Sharks breathe through gills. Gills are slits on either side of the shark. Swimming. Sharks move their tails from side to side to swim. We learned that the tail they kind of use to steer. Fins point out from a shark's body. Page stuck together. Sharks use their fins to swim, balance, and steer. Under the sea. Now that's the heading on this part of the book. Sharks glide under the sea. So in this one, they have a glossary with some words. Again, we didn't have bold-faced words in this book. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But they do have a nice glossary again. And then I'm pretty sure, am I right? Is there an index? There sure is. This is a nice long index, so it has lots of words. So again, glossary and index are at the end of the book. And now the index doesn't tell you what the words mean. It just gives you the page numbers. So today you're going to be using some text features and some shark information on your Google Classroom assignment. I know that everybody's behaving and trying their best today, and I will see everybody on Monday.